Warning, this program is live. We have no idea what is going to happen. We really don't. It's Mad River Valley Live, hosted by Eric Friedman, John DeLay, and Rye Young, along with a vast array of personalities that make up the fabric of our community.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right, here we are.
All right, well, welcome to the second episode of Mad River Valley Live. Can you believe they let us on again?
They didn't cancel us.
Yeah.
So, interestingly, we had, Keith, over 10,000 views in the first
10,000
week.
viewers, that's incredible.
There's a lot of people with way too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
And the bar is clearly low.
People are starved for entertainment around here.
I think a
9
lot of
a.m.
the reason people watch it, though, is because it's live and people literally don't know what's going to
I
happen.
have no idea.
And neither do we. So it's going to be interesting. So as a reminder, since we are live and you're watching on Facebook and all the social media stuff, the face chat and all that stuff.
Face chat, yep.
Yeah.
Snapbook.
Snapbook, everything. Belichick might be coming on, right?
Alex Cora's coming on.
Remind folks,
Right.
viewers
Red
at
Sox.
home, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know. We're going to have a segment in the end where Dave, our token millennial, is going to be letting us know what's going on.
Don't forget about Rick Boss.
Oh, and Rick's over here from
we got
Mad
Rick
River
over
Glen.
there too. So definitely, we're looking for some engagement from the viewers. So
Yep.
please chime in with your comments, and we're going to address some of them at the end of the show.
Our favorites, not all of them.
But let's limit the number of comments. Like each individual should only have like 2 or 3 comments. Because like those guys from
Adam White shouldn't be doing
those
like
guys
that,
from
yeah.
Ski Vermont, get a job. Like really. So it's snowing. Hey Tony, can we get a look out here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks really
it's-
nice out there.
Is that real snow?
No, what we do is we have a machine just on the roof, and we just want the webcam to be caught with snow.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
good to see Altera's already making some vital improvements here, making it snow. That's pretty sweet. So the weather situation, gentlemen, what do you think?
Yeah, it's been a wacky week of East Coast roller coaster type stuff. We saw near 60 degrees on Saturday into Sunday last week.
And crazy wind.
Lots of wind
Yeah.
and like 1.5 inches of rain. And then we went back into the freezer, of course, because that's what it does.
Of course.
And,
Could have called that one.
In time for MLK. That's good timing.
Yeah.
In time for the crowds.
And now it's snowing again. And we got some more snow coming into this weekend, so things are looking really good.
Just in time for the big MLK weekend.
Just in time.
I heard. I don't know
Not a
much
moment
about
too
the ski
soon.
industry, but I hear that's a big one.
Not a moment too
You make a
soon.
little money that weekend. I was doing some research for something else, and I discovered that we've had 5 washouts already this year.
Oof.
Like total washouts. That's
So,
crazy.
John, is this not the only thing that you do here?
This show
Yeah.
is. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like read the snow report sometimes.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I know. I've just learned about the washout thing.
Keith, did you show those pictures from Mad River? I did. Yeah, that looked pretty grim. No. I liked how everything was like yellow.
Yeah,
You know?
well, yeah. When the snow and rain mix, that's what you get, and
Yellow snow.
that's just the reality. You know, we're not going to shy away from it. That's what happened, and we weren't alone. It was the entire East Coast saw the same thing.
Oh, even
so.
at JP? Because I heard they got like 18 inches of snow
Yeah,
that day.
no.
It was weird. 60 degrees, 18 inches of snow.
And the wind didn't affect the tram at all.
It's incredible.
Ran all day.
We should go there.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
we
do.
could do a show in the tram. That'll be fun. I bet Steve Wright would have us.
In the pump house, you mean?
I was thinking a water park episode.
Yeah.
All of us sitting in the lazy river. You don't want to do something like that.
I've actually never been in the lazy river, and I will not go in that. I don't care how much chlorine you put in there. Ugh.
Well, before Altera fires you,
Yeah.
maybe we should move on.
That's a good point.
Well, we're supposed to have Hadley from the Valley Reporter here, but we'd like to say she's not here because of the snow. She went to Mad River Glen because she thought that's where we were. She didn't get this whole on-off thing. So she said she would be here. Hopefully the roads will be okay.
Yeah, German Flats was a little gnarly. This
So
was
we're going to go
all
out of
sketchy.
order a little bit. You want
Yeah.
to talk about our next segment?
Yeah, we'll
Ryan?
segue right into, going off of the weather issue. I had a chance to speak with probably one of our most famous lift operators, Brian Warbler Oust, on Saturday ahead of the rain. I got a chance to talk to him at Midstation and just ask him a couple questions about some of the challenges that he faces running the mid-station and keeping it open on days where the weather is very questionable.
Yeah, it's cool. I really appreciate that. What we're trying to do here is show a little bit behind the scenes at the ski areas, and we're going to try to do this throughout the season. So,
Yeah, and
the Warbler's a great one to kick off with.
He's definitely a character and part of the flavor that Mad River brings, but yeah.
Yeah, and the key thing to remember, he's the guy at Mid-Station with the that plays the music there.
He's got the music, yep. He's
yeah,
got a radio show. He's the state ornithologist. Did you know that?
He has a radio show?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So,
Yeah.
if you ever have any
Where am I?
questions.
Well, I can't remember.
On WGDR, as well as and WMRW as well. That's where he has shows.
Heck
and
yeah.
He's an interesting dude, really into his music,
Yep.
really into birds.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, roll it.
Yeah.
Biggest challenge is probably wind. I mean, if any of these chairs are swinging in a way, you can't see it at this tower, but if you turn around here, if the chairs are swinging from the wind so that they hit one of these guardrails, that's an automatic no-go, and that is our safe. That's sort of our center. Other than that, fog and days like today, for whatever reason, the conditions up above mid stations are so much better than below that personally for me, I've been loading people all day long, which is unusual for a Saturday, and a lot of children too, which makes it very interesting because I'm the only one here. As far as the safety of the lift goes, we didn't have ice. We had a little bit of wind, but it wasn't throwing the chairs around, so that's good. All right, you're on.
Yeah.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, so the Warbler, that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Thank you,
for-
Brian. Thanks for doing
Behind the
that.
scenes.
Yeah, I appreciate you getting this little behind the scenes look.
Yeah.
Do we know who we're going to get for Sugarbush next
Ooh,
week?
that's a good question. You'll get a good one.
Okay.
You'll get a good one.
A little behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
We'll see. To ask in the comments who you want. That's what I'd
Yeah.
like to see.
Howdy, Adam. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I wonder if Travis Bobley's there too.
He must be skiing.
Doing nothing.
He's skiing.
So Hadley's still not here. Nope, she's still not here. So I guess we can move on to our next segment, which is our special guests. And we have, what are your names? Alex Klein and Laurie Klein.
What are your names?
Sisters, right?
That's very sweet.
Yes, mother and daughter grew up here in town. Laurie is one of the owners of Artisans Gallery, local artist, also the buyer at the Warren store. Alex is also one of the partners at the Artisans Gallery down on Bridge Street.
I started about a year ago.
All right, you knew people.
Yeah.
Let me put in, Alex was like our poster child of every Sugarbush marketing material
I think
for.
she's on the
I think
the
he's
top.
still the ski
Are you still hanging on?
That red suit.
That's you?
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, I
red
didn't know
suit.
that.
Yeah.
And many of the posters.
Right. Well,
Oh, yeah.
cool. Well, thanks
Famous.
for joining us on Mad River Live.
Sure.
Good to
Glad to
have
be
you
here.
here.
Even on a powder day.
So, Laurie, you and your family have a long history here in the Mad River Valley. Like, tell us how your family ended up here.
My parents brought me and my brother skiing here in 1964 after leaving first Bromley, then Stratton, and then moving north.
Moving up in the world,
Moving
huh?
up in the world, and we liked it so much we thought, oh, the extra hour from New York isn't so terrible, it's worth it. And then in 1966,
That's
they
what we
bought
tell
a
people.
row house on the mountain, and so it's
What's a row house?
the row houses are in Sugarbush Village. They were the second units built after the Villager.
Okay.
And it's truly ski in, ski out.
Are they still there?
Yes. And my father is 89 this next month and skiing today.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yay.
In the POW, nonetheless.
He should be in the Sugarbush Hall of Fame.
Is he better than you?
He's faster.
Nice plug for the Wall of Fame.
They call me
thinks he is.
Pokey now.
Yeah. Please nominate.
And then, so I moved here in 1980. I married my husband, Rick Klein, who was on the ski patrol then with Dennis Curran and his guys. And then he was a ski instructor when Roy Cohn was here, and then worked various construction jobs and unfortunately died 6 years ago. But I became a partner at Artisans Gallery in 1995. We're celebrating 24 years there. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and for folks that don't know, tell them a
it's
little
on
bit
Bridge
about it.
Street, and it's all Vermont artisans and fine artists. We have 140 crafters. 145.
Yep.
Growing.
Just put one in there.
Including
Definitely.
Alex, apparently.
Including Alex, and her jewelry, her bicycle tire inner tube jewelry is just rocking it. It's so on trend and selling great. And then I've also been the buyer at the Warren store for the last 12 years upstairs.
Cool. So Alex, tell us about what you do. Tell about your jewelry and.
I started making jewelry out of bike inner tubes about 5 years ago. I had a friend who had a pair of hand-cut feathers, and I was like, those are cool. She's like, you could do those. I was like, you're right. Found out about laser cutters, and away I went. I got to experience my first laser cutter at the Generator on
So
Pine
you actually
Street.
use lasers?
I use
Really?
lasers, and
All
there's
right.
a laser tube in the back. It's really cool. It's like,
Laser beam.
yeah, all the laser beams. And yeah,
That's cool. So you grew up here
I did grow up here.
and went to Harwood and everything?
Oh boy, yes
Yeah?
I did.
So what was
Yeah.
it like growing up here with like the ski bum parents?
That was great. I got to go skiing on a powder day for my 16got birthday with my mom.
That's a sweet 16.
That was a sweet 16th birthday present. Yep. And actually, that just happened recently last winter. Got another powder day on my birthday. So, blessed for that. And
When is your birthday?
November 16th.
Oh wow, okay. So that's
Yeah.
pretty
Early
early.
powder
It's pretty
day.
early. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
You
we had
really
that last
gotta,
year.
you gotta hit it.
How many
Okay.
days when you were growing up as a kid did she pull you out of school to go skiing?
Oh, if it was a good year, maybe 1 to 3. Not. It had to be. It had to be like
It had
a
to be
foot
worth
to
it.
2 feet to
Yeah.
really.
In
get-
which case, school was probably closed anyway.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
then, why wasn't it closed on my birthday?
I took these kids, Devin, when she was 8. I took her dragged out into the backcountry, and it was not pretty.
Well, so we have this experiences on the weekend that we would go skiing, and if it was a good day, Dad and my sister and I would be standing in line, and we'd be like, we'd be trying to get our hats on and our mittens and everything, and we'd be like, "Where's Mom?" And she'd be like 5 chairs ahead of us. It'd be like, "Peace, you guys took too long."
No family on a powder day. Got it.
Exactly.
Now that's awesome. So good place to grow up.
It was a great place to grow up.
Nice.
Great place to, also have a business and grow. And
Yeah, and a lot of kids around here grow up and like are dying to get out. And-
yeah.
She did.
Yep.
She was dying to get out,
But
but
you-
she came back.
Yeah. What is it that brought you back here?
Family, the community, the quality of life here. You get it all. There's amazing, really amazing mountain biking. There's great skiing. For starting a business, it's much easier to do it here, where you have New York City, you have Montreal, you have Boston, you have Providence, you have Portland, you have all these little towns and cities where you can grow. Whereas if you were to live out west, you might have to drive 5 hours to get to the next town. So it's been a great support for me starting my business.
That's cool, and it's amazing how people make livings around here. It never ceases to amaze me, how people make a living around here.
Well, and
you
it's
know?
cool now that you can do so much more remote.
Yeah. I heard that interweb's pretty good now.
Yeah,
Right?
it stays online pretty frequently.
They're
Yeah.
catching on to something.
So,
now.
Lori, tell
We
us
should put
about
this
your
on.
art a little bit.
Well, I've been making jewelry, stringing beads for 25 years or more, and
So you invented the bead.
I invented the bead
Okay.
in China in my previous life. And I also do some watercolor cards, birthday cards, and stuff like that. But I'm not doing as much since I've been doing the buying at the Warren store. That kind of takes up more of my time.
Which is a super cool place. You got
Oh,
some
yeah,
great
it's
stuff up
thank
there.
you.
I think people don't necessarily realize what's up there. you know?
Upstairs.
Yeah,
You really
the
got to go
Everything.
check it
Best
out.
one-stop shopping in Vermont, according to Yankee Magazine. I don't think I'm allowed to say these things on TV.
No, we're just not allowed to say go there.
Don't go there.
Don't go there.
Go to the website.
For more information, visit the
Yeah,
website.
Keith, thanks. That's going to be really helpful in getting sponsorship. Way to go. Love Mad River TV, right?
Something I do have to say about Mom's art that a lot of people don't know, but she makes these birthday cards and all around occasion cards. And what's so cool about them is that she's been making them for my sister and I and my dad our whole lives. So if you look on the back of whatever card you're picking up that she's drawn, it'll have the year and whose birthday or whether it was Christmas. And so these are been collected. I think she started probably before I was even born.
Oh, way before.
Yeah. So I've been getting handmade birthday cards and Christmas cards my whole life. So when you go and buy one of Mom's cards, you're actually buying something that was, created a long time ago.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's really nice what you guys have going on down at Artisans Gallery. You guys have been in there, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's such an amazing place, and for me, it's like the epitome of the Valley because it's all the local stuff. It's almost like the taste place of art. You know, it's like you get all the local stuff there, and and there's no national brands and crazy stuff. Everything there is unique, and I know that like the wedding world, the wedding business is huge in the Valley, especially in the summer. A lot of people do their shopping there.
Absolutely, I think that's what's kept retail Artisans Gallery and the Warren store alive. All the inns are so great about sending their guests, and wedding guests are looking for things to do on Saturdays and Sundays before and after the wedding, and it's great that they come in.
And it really helps
support us.
differentiate our community. I mean, that's really what it is the farmers market and businesses like yours and the local restaurants, no national chains and things like that. It's really a good thing, and it's hard to do in this day and age. You go to other places and you don't have that.
Well, and people complain so much in retail about what's happening with online shopping, and it really is affecting brick and mortar stores throughout the country. In New York City, they're just closing right and left and everywhere. But here it's different because it's part of your visitor tourist experience to come in and shop and take a little something home, and it's something to do. So I don't think the web has hurt us as much as it may have hurt other retailers.
Well, and you're kind of going into a contemporary museum when you come into the Artisans Gallery, you know what I mean? Like, we are such a small state, and to have 145 very talented artists that you can see in one space is incredible. I really, I remember the first time walking in to the Artisans Gallery. I came off the bus from Harwood, and I walked in, and we were still up at Irisville. And I looked at Mom, I'm like, Mom, this is so cool. And who knew that, 24 years later, I'd be working there and be a partner, and it'd still be, like a staple of the Valley.
Yeah, it's a real anchor for it, too. And it's all those retail stores on Bridge Street, with Green Closet and All Things Bright and Beautiful and the Smithsonian Museum and the library. It's a really vibrant place.
And you can
really
get a
cool.
great cup of coffee at the Sweet Spot.
That's right back there. Love it.
On the Mad River.
It's like
It smells so good when they're brewing.
Oh, I have such a hard time not spending all my time there.
And money.
And that too.
Because you're right there.
Better to them than somebody else.
That's for sure.
Than Starbucks.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah, exactly. We don't have one of those here.
Yeah,
So
it's a beautiful thing.
It
Bridge
is.
Street is like the phoenix that came out of the ashes of Hurricane Irene. I mean, that's kind of
Right.
a mixed metaphor, but it really has had a rebirth, and it's just beautifully done with the bricks and the lampposts and everything. And I have a funny story. Peggy Potter and I are two of the founding partners.
She of the Peggy
of
Potter
the
Bowls.
bowls, which were our signature product. But when we first opened in 1995, we had an opening party, and Peg at that point was selling her bowls in Santa Fe. And there were sisters in the gallery that she was in, and they had been in business, or partners, not sisters, for 20 years. And Peg and I looked at each other, and she said, "Can you imagine doing this for 20 years?" And now it's 24. It's like, we just can't believe it.
And it's not so bad.
You could imagine.
Anything else you guys want to add about life?
Thank you for having us.
No, well, we're glad to have you too, and I don't want to keep you because I know you want to go skiing. We're all going to go skiing later.
They are.
That's
Yeah,
the best
good to
part of
go.
this gig.
We almost canceled the show, right?
No.
Well, that's why I emailed you
I have
the first
to
thing,
justify
in
my
case you
existence
did.
here, But we really appreciate having you guys on. Why don't you hang out, and if you have any other comments for us,
we're going skiing.
Are you going to go skiing right now? Oh, look, they got the boots on and everything.
I mean,
Yeah, there you go. Mother-daughter, you got to love it.
I'm
Life in the
jealous.
Mad River Valley.
Yep.
Thanks for coming. We really
Thanks,
enjoyed
guys.
having you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
We're
it's good
glad
to
to be
see
here.
you.
We'll see you down there.
So,
Or on the hill.
So our next segment. Last week, we talked about grilled cheese in the
Yeah.
hashtag MRV Eats.
We
did.
And that was super popular. And, look, Hadley decided to show up.
You want to?
Hi, Hadley.
You want
Good
Hadley?
to see ya.
Hadley first? Oh, she didn't
Should
go
we have
skiing.
Hadley? No, let's let her get changed first. We'll get
All right.
get the snow off of her.
Wardrobe. Wardrobe.
So, MRV Eats.
Yep.
We talked about the grilled cheese last week. People were really into it. This week, we wanted to talk a little bit about what's kind of become a rural food court down at Village Square. And I
Yeah.
got to tell you this yesterday. So I went into Shaw's yesterday because I had to.
Shaw's.
Just saying. And who do I see in there is Charlie Menard from Canteen Creamy. And he's crapping all over me about the fact that, oh, you didn't mention my grilled cheese. I'm like, really, dude? I said, wait until tomorrow.
I
We'll
did
talk
say
to you."
everyone has a good grilled cheese.
Yep. I guess that wasn't good enough for Charlie. Sorry,
If he wants
Charlie.
to say something, comment on the live feed.
Exactly. And he's a big social media guy. But he's one of the anchors of this rural food court that's
Definitely.
developed at Village Square. So now we've got Originally, the first one back in 2010. I can't believe it's 2010. It was Mad Taco started,
right.
and then in 2016, Canteen Creamy came around, and then last fall, I believe it was, Stoke Ramen opened.
Yep.
And then just recently, Pizza Soul, being the Jersey guy that I am.
Pizza's back.
Super
we
stoked.
should do a full pizza episode.
Oh
Maybe next
yeah,
episode.
the one bite pizza.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that'd be fun.
And there was the cupcakery for a little while. That
right,
place
which
great.
it was sorely missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great place.
I have a friend coming up this weekend looking to buy a birthday cake.
Yeah,
Where do I
it's
send
tough.
for birthday cake?
I don't know. Where do we send them for birthday cakes now?
Shaw's.
Shaw's?
The big
Do they even have a
picture.
cake
The
section?
big picture has cakes.
Oh, right, they
Yeah.
do. You're right.
Oh, that's a good
absolutely.
idea. I
The
didn't think of
coconut
that.
cake.
And the Warren store, obviously.
Warren store, sure. I
Yeah.
can't think of anybody else who's.
Yeah, it's mostly bread. The
Bought
bakers
me
around
off
here.
for
If there's anyone
mentions,
out there,
but-
like, let us know if
Cakes.
we're missing out on anything.
My buddy needs a cake
Yeah.
cake joint.
I mean, if
But
you want to
let's-
get mentioned, I'm buyable.
But let's rein it in here, and we want to talk about the rural food court. Like, it's pretty amazing what's happened there. And
Well,
to
it's
throw
cool.
into the mix, neurons in the deli.
We went for eats yesterday, was it? Yesterday. I'm losing
No,
track of
dude,
the
that was the
days.
day before.
I don't know anymore. I got a baby at home. I don't know what's going on. But yeah,
She's cute, by the way.
Is she still at home right now? oh no.
She's in the car.
that's cool, right?
As long as you crack the window.
Yeah, well, it's not hot.
Over at Sugarbush Daycare with Marit.
Yep, we should have her on.
We're going to have her as a
We'll
guest.
have her
We're
on.
definitely gonna have her on. Hey, Marit.
Hey, Marit. That's where my kid is.
She's watching this instead of her child.
So what's your favorite food item that you can get? So I'm a big fried chicken guy at the Canteen
Oh my
Creamy.
God, his fried
expensive,
chicken's
but
unbelievable.
unreal. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's so good. And the little the corn pudding.
Oh yeah,
that
you get
comes
the little
with
corn,
it, that little thing of corn.
and you
Oh
get
my
the
God.
dips. You wouldn't think that like local chicken. Like, why are you wasting that on fried chicken? Just use bad chicken for fried chicken.
No.
Makes a difference.
And I would argue that menu is the best snack bar menu anywhere. I mean, he's got some killer stuff in there. Those, the
I
kimchi
agree.
and
They did a nice job replacing Maynard's as like the favorite snack bar around.
yeah, which is don't even. That's the guy.
I didn't mean to make everyone cry,
I'm gonna
but
cry because I live right around the corner from
No, you
Maynard's,
don't.
and it kills me. But Charlie does a great job. Amazing with the creamies, like super next level creamies.
Instagram worthy every
Yeah,
time.
and does he do Instagram like better than anyone?
Yeah,
He's like,
Plus, he's got a bunch of kids working for him. I
Yep.
think so. They all our Instagram guy. The
Oh,
social media guy is getting
sorry,
angry.
token millennial.
Yeah.
And what else we got down there? Stoke Ramen.
Actually, I haven't been to Stoke Ramen.
They don't open until 2:00.
Hard for us working
It's
guys,
very
huh?
hard to get to. I'm dying to try it out, but
They are killing it.
They have a bar in there? Is it
Yes,
a-
they have a bar
Yeah.
there. It's amazing menu. They are absolutely. Have you been?
Yeah,
Hadley?
I've been.
Tell us what your experience was like.
It's really good. I'm still trying to figure out how to eat half a hard-boiled egg with chopsticks, but it was
lot of weight?
delicious. Yeah, it was delicious.
maybe skewering. Maybe
Yeah,
you could
just like-
Yeah, just don't let them see you
it.
do it.
Yeah, it was really good. I'll definitely be back.
And they're busy. I mean, every time I go in there, they're super busy. It's really great to see. And Mad Taco obviously has been around, super popular for a really long time.
Everybody loves Mad Taco.
I love Mad
I
Taco.
kind of had forgotten that was the original Mad Taco. They've opened them up in
Yeah,
Montpelier.
and even
in
remember when it
Essex,
used to be before they opened that bar room.
Right, it was tiny.
Just a little.
It was just like
Yep.
it was like a to-go window and 10 tables.
Yeah, Joey's doing
Two
amazing.
tables.
Joey and that crew, they did an amazing job there. Really good crew. The other interesting thing about them is they have that farm up on Tucker Hill Road.
Yeah.
On Harris Hill Road, I believe it is,
Yeah.
or Marble Hill, one of those two.
Yeah.
And they're raising goats and they're raising turkeys. And not a lot of restaurants have goats. So it's pretty.
That's
It's
true.
pretty good stuff. Really good stuff. That's not what a goat says.
And they have the spiciest tequila around.
There you go.
If you're into spicy
Oh,
tequila.
speaking of tequila,
And have you guys been
You
into?
need another tug?
And have you guys been in the Pizza Soul yet?
Not the new one.
Because they just opened up. Yeah, because they used to be over in
Yeah.
Sugarbush Village.
Yeah, I used to go there.
Killer. Absolutely killer. Always been good pizza, but it's always hard to get up here sometimes. But now, right downtown, right next to Huron's, like, oh, I'll go get a little something and a slice of pizza,
I bet the condos up here are missing Jason.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, what's
usually
really
going to
awesome
the
about
police
it
They got
is
Rex,
the
which is
fact that,
good.
again, I am a Jersey guy. I am a proud New Jersey guy, and I appreciate and I know good pizza. That's good pizza. It really is. So
Love
pretty
it.
pretty
Pizza
stoked about
episode
that.
next week, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
it's on.
All right, so go down to the Rural Food
Yeah,
Court
so-
down at Village Square.
If there's any input on the social medias, we'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to see what people are saying about these restaurants and the other ideas for the food segments that we might do for
Yeah, please.
Upcoming things.
Should we do Hadley? Are we ready
Yeah,
for
so
some
Hadley,
Hey.
welcome. Glad you could make it. So you went to
you.
Mad River Glen this
How many
morning.
runs did you
Yeah,
get in?
so I was just kind of on automatic pilot this morning, and when I'm on automatic pilot, I just end up
Default.
at Mad River.
That's what we
so
You ended up in the bar, and the
yeah.
bartender's here. So Thursday morning, that means the newspaper's out.
Yes, it's out.
What's in this week's paper?
So, quick fire update. Merhurons will be closed until March.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is going on there?
It has more to do with the insurance wrangling process
Oh,
than
they're in a
actual
legal
cleaning.
battle, huh?
Yeah. So it's gonna take a while. Yeah. So drugstore still closed. Merhuron's closed. No drugs. No liquor.
There's no liquor or drugs.
Can't get drunk. How do you deal with pain of any kind in this valley?
Desperate times, people.
Yeah.
Desperate times.
And what else is going on? Because we don't want to tease. We just want to tease a little bit because we want people to
Right.
actually buy the paper. It's important to buy the newspaper online.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just a teaser. So there's some Sugarbush news. Sugarbush officially.
John Blay got fired.
I haven't had a
Sugarbush.
paycheck in like 4 weeks. I think that's a thing I have to be
We took
concerned
care of
with.
the problem.
Sugarbush sold
You're gonna
out.
need to talk to
I
someone
mean,
in
Fix the
HR.
glitch.
Nice. Well said.
Sugarbush got sold to Altera officially January 14th.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so now you know.
And now it's snowing, okay?
Yeah.
It's a good omen, people.
Yep.
Yeah, have you noticed anything different in the past day?
Yeah, no. Nothing, I don't think anything's really going to change this year. The nice thing about Altera, the way they operate, not to get into a shtick about it, but they want the mountain to run as it's run successfully already, so it's not, I don't foresee major changes down the pipeline.
I was half expecting
But who
them to
knows?
just put a kibosh on this show like day one.
I don't think they've seen it yet. You know,
Yeah,
they're
that's good.
mountain time, so.
Maybe we
it's
get
too
Rusty
early.
on. The
I bet
CEO,
Rusty-
right?
I bet
I
we
bet
could-
he'd do it.
I bet Rusty do some FaceTime. I know the PR woman will be here next month skiing. You want to throw her on? She's
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be good. We could always use a little diversity here. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. You mean like west of the Mississippi, east of the Mississippi?
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like I'm like the token boomer here. You know?
There you go.
Oh.
She's not a boomer.
No, she's not. Definitely not. That's why she got a job.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So back to the Valley Reporter.
Right, and there's some new forms of entertainment in the Valley this weekend. The show Out of Sight, Out of Murder is playing at the Valley Players. And I got to see it in advance, dress rehearsal.
And what'd you
Whoa.
think?
It's really good.
So tell us, what's it about?
Well, it's a murder mystery.
Hence
but,
the name.
But
yeah,
you can't see it.
But
I'll see myself out.
it's a murder mystery, but with a twist, and the twist isn't the murder, so...
Well, we'll have to go to see
Yeah,
it.
and it's really funny. It's hilarious, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going to be like on a dark and stormy night.
Anyone
and
you
then
know in it?
Yeah, some of my friends' moms.
That's cool. That's what my friend's mom. No, I think that's one of the really
think
cool
that's
things
cool.
about the Valley Players is you really realize it's like, and they've been doing this for 40, 50 years now. We know it's 30 minutes, Keith. We have good stuff going on here. It's quality, not
I like to
quantity.
know. I like knowing the
Yeah,
time.
whatever.
Yeah, it's fun.
You want to be in the dark, you can be in the dark.
It's fun. You got someplace to go. Oh, you want to go skiing?
Yeah.
They turn the music on at 10.
No, but
so-
right. I mean, it's really cool seeing. You know, they've been doing this for a long time with the Valley Players,
Yeah.
and
40th anniversary.
Wow.
It's amazing, and it's really cool to see how much local talent there is. And then Cabin Fever Follies is going to be coming
Oh,
up, which
yeah.
is always one of my favorite things. We'll talk about that
Totally.
in subsequent episodes. Anything else we want to talk about?
There is one thing that's not even in the paper yet. So I just found out last night. The middle school, Crossed Brook Middle School, is adopting 7th and 8th graders from Harwood and 5th and 6th graders from Moortown.
Uh-oh, school news.
Yeah, so
Don't comment.
it's all coming
No
into one.
comments on
They just approved that budget. So
Wow.
the budget is approved. It's not official yet, but it looks like that's what's
It's a
going to happen.
confusing issue, this school stuff.
Yeah.
It's
It's good you guys are
contentious.
staying on top of that.
Yeah.
So, melanin squirrels.
Squirrels?
Do you not read your own
I
newspaper?
didn't have time to read it this morning. I was.
Wait,
There's
is that
a
a white
black squirrel.
Albino? Oh.
And it's like this, like the opposite of an albino squirrel.
They're all over like Toronto. Black squirrels.
So there was a picture of that in the paper because I did read it this morning because I went and purchased it, and which is good, right, Lisa?
That's what we like
went
to
and purchased it. Yep. Paying your salary 75 cents at a time.
Woo!
And
75 cents.
but what was interesting, so they had this melanin squirrel. There was another picture of a black dog, and still no cat pictures. But maybe next week.
Oh, just you wait. Something about cats is coming.
I can't wait.
We can only hope.
I hope it's a roast.
Wow, that's pretty messed up.
Not like Cookie Man. I meant like an insult fest.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks so much for finally showing up. We really appreciate that. And so, just so you know, Hadley, next week, Mad River Glen.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Don't change your
Mad
autograph.
River
I'll
Glen
show
next
up
week.
here.
Yeah.
So,
I'll be like, where are they?
speaking of news, you guys have been looking at.
Is that?
No, you guys can stay, hang out, because we're going to talk about Front Porch
You want to go
Forum.
skiing?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. No one wants to stick around.
Well,
tonight.
whatever.
Yikes.
So Front Porch Forum and Valley Reporter, you guys have been monitoring what's going on. What's the latest?
I'm always keeping an eye on the Front Porch Forum.
Pitchfork Forum.
Pitchfork Forum. Yeah. And to feed off of what Hadley was saying with Mihuron's not being open until March now. It's funny how quickly we digress as society. We just default to all of a sudden bootlegging firewater. So on this week on Front Porch Forum, I see that services are being offered for running alcohol into the valley.
Yep.
So I couldn't help but latch onto this because not only is this guy willing to go to Waterbury to buy you booze, but he will meet you behind the Shaws. And
That I did not know.
And you only have to be old enough to operate a cell phone.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. He said something about proper documentation, but that was kind of fuzzy. And then another reference to the marshmallow thing. Please comment.
Does anyone know what's going on with the whole marshmallow?
Is this like
wait,
some
Hadley
swinging
knows.
boomers thing going on? Like, I need to know what this marshmallow.
Because Billy is
Swinging
definitely a
boomers
boomer.
and Coming to the Valley Players.
Oh, here we go. We might have something on the
So-
marshmallow front.
So with the marshmallows, apparently someone was doing a contest where if you put the word marshmallow in your Front Porch Forum post, then you could win a prize. I have to figure out the details, but basically everyone was trying to win this prize and add marshmallows to their post. And it ended already, but it seemed to be...
It's still a thing.
It's still going
It's
on.
memed up.
Yeah.
So people are just on this marshmallow
The prize is
train.
probably liquor, is my
You're
guess.
killing me, Front Porch Forum. Not only are you allowing or facilitating illegal activities, but now you're letting this marshmallow thing go. Like, step it up. Let's.
So
What's next? Bears in the dumpsters? Oh my God, we got bears in the dumpsters. If
Kids
you
jumping
mention
off
it,
a bridge.
Jeez.
yeah,
Well, thanks for filling us in on that.
I'll find the exact details on that for next time.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you,
that. Now
Hadley.
you can go
Thank
skiing
you.
now.
Getting to the bottom of
We'll see.
things.
We'll see at the booze pickup at 4:30 today.
He's late. He should have been here already. I ordered some shine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
no,
tell the
he
bartender.
actually, no, Billy Stevenson is the one running Moonshine. Billy, nice work.
We didn't think you name dropped.
Just give him a call. Look him up in the book, 496 something. Right? He actually put his number in there.
Oh, it's his email and
Yep.
everything. Yeah. So let's move on then.
If
to,
anyone has interacted with this booze pickup,
Yep.
we
Yeah,
need,
anything?
the comments on social. of
let's
that.
have our social guys come in.
All
here.
right, Ricky.
Sugarbush can't buy a comment. I'm out here begging for him.
Nothing.
Rick Causey,
Hey, y'all.
local bartender
Yeah.
extraordinaire.
And
What do we
social
got?
media, freaking
Our
king.
token social media guy.
So Adam White is bucking for fan number one.
yeah. he's
Adam
got
White
it.
should be
Give it.
going for fan number one. Because you're going to get
got
fired if your boss keeps finding out that this is all you do.
Right.
Granted, he wins.
Adam Sight, he's got a lot to say. Canteen's kimchi, grilled cheese.
Oh, killer.
Yo,
Kimchi,
give a shout out
grilled
to
I didn't know
Ginger Berkelhammer. I'm sorry if I'm hammering.
We
your
know
name.
her.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
she's out there too.
Just saying hi or what?
Yeah, she's out.
Is she appropriate?
She's saying, yeah, it's pretty appropriate. She mentioned the sweet spot. Everybody loves the sweet spot. Kevin D. Schroeder also out there.
I know that guy.
Yeah, we all know Kev.
Yeah.
He's got nothing good to say. Right, Kev? That's about it, though. Viewership was pretty strong today.
Nice. Thanks, people.
It's starting to tail. I think we got to wrap it up. And
They wanted to go skiing. To compete with the powder day is pretty impressive.
right, exactly. But thanks for the comments. Keep them coming.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Rick.
thanks,
Have
Rick.
a good day.
Yeah.
Thanks also to Dave Rocco over here. He's
Give him
show
a
him,
pan.
show him.
Give him a pan.
Yeah, that
there
kid,
we go.
he has a face for radio, right?
Dave.
But thanks so much. We really appreciate the engagement. I guess we're just about ready for our moment of win. We are.
Yes.
This is kind of the end of our show. Moment of Glen, moment of win, whatever.
We didn't get the moment of win?
No, we switched it.
Oh, no.
Because you're supposed to get the assets to Keith by Monday.
Oh, classic.
That's what we need to do. You know, it's whatever, but no.
Oh, he kiboshed.
So, yeah, let's go to our moment of Zen.
Ah.
So,
I haven't seen any signs around here about no vaping. Is that cool? Or
You can. There's designated vape.
there's you
Designated
you
vape.
guys are on.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Designated.
Well, thanks for watching Mad River Valley Live. I got the name right. That was good. We'll see you next week live from Mad River Glen, Hadley, and we'll see you next week, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Go ski.